Hey everybody, I'm Jack, and this is Raw Tropical Living. Thanks for joining me today. Hope everybody's week got off to a good start out there. My week got off to a good start. I can tell it's a good omen. I went to get some oranges this morning at our local little curb market, and I found sale bananas. I'm on a kick right now. I'm like pretty much living on sale bananas. I haven't paid full price in a while. And the thing is like if people really knew in the world that doesn't eat like us, none of these were ripe bananas. I'll still have to wait a few days, a number of days for them to be ripe, but oh well, I guess I shouldn't complain. Guys, today I want to talk about the raw food diet, calories, and weight. I do videos every day, so if you're not already subscribed to the channel, I'd appreciate it if you'd go down there and hit that subscribe button, then click on the little bell and check send notifications so you'll stay subscribed to the channel. Oh, and so I can eat this month, go down below in the description and go check my store out, Raw Vegan Gear. rawtropicallivinggear.com. I got shirts in there, got a number of designs, plant-based, powered by plants, and all of these are usually on shirts, hats, tank tops, men's, women's, stuff like that. So yeah, I like to eat. I do, you know, I've done 8. I couldn't even tell you. I could go back through my videos. I wouldn't know how many I could count about how many I've done on this subject on raw, because that's what everybody's always asking about. People always ask about it. So I guess it's, you know, this is a lot of people come over here looking at this thing more as a weight loss thing than a health thing. Although, you know, both, it doesn't say they have to be mutually exclusive. And hey, I'm just going to, as I always do, I'm just going to talk about this from the only perspective that I can talk, is from my personal perspective. I'm not spitting anything at you from book learning in books or how this is supposed to go, or any of this weird science. If any of you guys know the word alchemy, right? Alchemy was like this stuff that, I don't remember what the time period was, but where these magicians, sorcerers, scientists that were working on creating gold. Well, you know, a lot of this stuff is just such hooey in the raw food diet. People are just making up all kind of mystical things, and there's some special set of rules, and all of a sudden your body converts over to this and that, and a lot of it's just simple bullshit. I believe in calories in, calories out. And I watch and I observe what I'm doing very closely every day. And I've said in the past, you know, I'll even go a little bit further with it this time. I've even said in the past, if you're gaining weight on the raw vegan lifestyle and you're not trying to, it's probably because you're eating too many calories or you're having too much fat or processed. But I still think it comes back to the amount of food you're putting into your body. And the reason I say that is I've had times maybe when I'm on the road or I'm out traveling or I'm busy or for whatever reason, I'm eating more fat, a lot of fat. And I'm having too much fat, more than I should have. I don't gain weight from that normally and the reason I tend to have the fat when I do it is because I haven't gotten my calories in for the day. I think the reason we say that the fat will make, you know, the fat you eat's the fat you wear is just simply because there's a lot more calories in fat, and fat can get out of, you know, how much fat you're eating can get out of control real quickly, especially when it's hidden in recipes. You know, you eat an avocado in a day and you do some dressing, you know, you do some recipe that's got half a cup or 3/4 of a cup of cashews, and you start mixing and you have fat several times throughout the day. Well, I mean, yes, it's fat. And the fat, in my opinion, whether it's good fat or not, too much fat is too much fat. But the thing being is that fat has a lot of calories in it, and that's what it is. It's not so much that it's fat, but the density of those calories in there. I mean, nut recipes will get away from you. There's some things out there that if you really knew what you were taking in, you'd probably have a coronary on. Listen, there's only one way that you can prove me right, or there's only one way that you can prove me wrong and say, no, I don't believe what you're saying. If you're trying to lose weight on this lifestyle, or, you know, if you can't lose weight, or if you're even gaining weight and you're asking people to help you, stop wasting people's time unless you do this. Look, Tanny Raw talks about this all the time. I don't talk about it that much. I've never done one. I've never kept one. But keep a damn food journal. Or either don't ask it, don't waste other people's time, because nobody's got time to be out there guessing at what you're doing. Sometimes it's almost like a weird game of charades or clues trying to pull it out of somebody. Well, I don't know, maybe I'm doing this. The reason I say keep that food journal, or don't bother people with it, is you can give them facts then. There's no ifs, ands, and buts. Or use Chronometer. You don't need other people. I guess you can see my loner tendencies on this channel. I'm always about teaching you guys how to do it without going to another live breathing human, you know, by doing searches or by just figuring it out on your own. When you write down or log online somewhere every bite of food you put in your mouth with the amounts as accurate as possible, then you've got real, because our brain, I mean, you know, I'm giving you guys the benefit of the doubt. I know you're probably all better at remembering things than me, but who can really sit down and say what they've eaten over the last 3 days with accuracy? And, you know, remember every sauce you've put on, all the calories, this and that. So, but when it's right in front of you, it is so easy to troubleshoot. Let's say you've got I'll tell you right now, the smartest thing you can do if you're having, and this is mostly for people that are struggling, not for people that are just watching it for the first time, but people that are struggling, the best thing that you can do is just keep that food journal for a month. And then it's not going to lie. Okay, now let me go ahead and play for the people. Well, I'm an exception. Everybody seems to be an exception. Yes, there will be somebody with body chemistry. There will be a certain percentage of people that even if they are eating correct amount of calories for their body and their activity level, that won't have the same reaction as others, but those are the exceptions. For most people, if you did what I said here, if you kept a food journal for 30 days, then you know, you went and plugged in that food, or if you were just doing it through Chronometer, if you tracked your food for 30 days and were able to see, like, okay, this was what my average daily calories were. This is what this was. It's in front of you. There's no more guesswork. And that's largely what annoys me about this whole raw vegan movement or group, community, whatever, is there's just so much opinions and floating out there. There's no people that are recording hard data or that are reporting from hard data. So most people are just making this stuff up. And they're mostly making up the version that just makes sense to what's happening with their body at the time. I'm telling you guys, and I always like to go back anytime I talk about calories and weight. I think it is relevant to tell your own personal story, because somebody out there might be saying, because yeah, I'm a skinny old dude now, but I was a fat kid. I was not overweight as an adult or before I came to this lifestyle, but I was always a bigger guy. Even when I wasn't a fat kid anymore, you know, I'd hit the gym, looked like a football player, big old beefy dude, about 240 in college. And I came down throughout the years, but I was the same way. The point being is I was like everybody else, you know. I would go to the gym, I would do everything, I'd get in shape, I'd be pretty, you know, I'd be looking pretty good, even carry a six-pack sometime. But then always I would slip off. That extra 10, 15, sometimes 20 pounds would slip on there, and I'd, you know, get in one of my partying modes or get in an unhealthy phase, and I'd start looking in the mirror going, oh, dude, you need to do something there. And then I'd go through, you know, okay, I'd get real strict and real serious, and I'd start watching what I was eating, and went to the gym and worked out like a maniac every day. You know, had to get the cardio after working out. But the point I'm making is I'm not one of those people that just naturally burns stuff off. I wasn't naturally that skinny person. Anytime I had lost weight in the past, it took an effort. It was like, you know, ramping up the engine, getting it going. And it took a while before you ever started seeing the weight loss. Man, when I came to this lifestyle, it's been the opposite problem. I've been doing everything I can to keep the weight on. I've eaten like a horse this winter, and still probably only gained about 5 or 6 pounds. And that's like really, really, really trying and kind of just letting go and eating, you know, whatever. I ate a good bit of cooked food this winter too. So, I mean, for me, it's pretty straightforward. And until you do that, until you start really kind of like tracking what you're doing and being able to give some real feedback to somebody you're trying to ask to help you, if you still want to ask somebody to help you instead of going online figuring a lot of this stuff out, you know, then there's then they can help you. You know, it would be like, that's out of my league. I'm not a weight loss specialist and I'm not a coach. God almighty, I'm not a coach. I wouldn't want that for anything. But I'm thinking, if you came to see me, I don't know what to tell you. If you're just, well, I kind of eat like this, I kind of eat like that. But if you come to me and you've got your notebook and you've written your journal, you've had your journal, and you've got like 3 or 4 weeks of entries in there, then we can be real. Then there's what is. There's no guessing. There's no, well, I think this, or I feel this, or I la la la. There's what's in black and white right there. So in my opinion, the calories are always, they do count. I think more, like I said, I'm not reversing on that the fat can add, that the fat can lead to weight gain, but it's not really so much as the fat, it's just that there's more calories in the things with fat, so we tend to overeat those or actually underestimate how much we're eating on them. But it's really straightforward, and nobody wants to hear that because they want to hear this magic. They want to hear something magic, and they love these messages about how your body's going to go through phases and it's going to revert and all the chemistry is going to change and things are going to start happening. We've been, you know, it's food. It's food. Stop complicating this system and get back to a simple way of thinking and get back to a simple way of eating. You know, today so far, what have I had so far today? I pretty much just, I mean, it's not like I'm sitting here, oh, I'm going to mono meal today, but I've pretty much just mono mealed. I've had a banana smoothie with spirulina. I've had some ice cream earlier. Simple, simple, simple. But anyhow, like I say, these are always just my views from what my experience is, so your mileage may vary. Anyhow, hope you guys enjoyed this one today. If you like it, please give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.